Hello everybody, I've got another Your Creative Studio unboxing and project share for you today. Now I know I was only here a week ago with the November box, but because of Christmas and COVID, my boxes have taken, the last two boxes have taken quite a while to get here. I received the November and December box within 2 days of each other, just over a week ago. So here we go, let's have a look and see what's inside this month's box. We've got one of Amanda's lovely business cards showing, you know, what's inside. I won't spoil it and read them out to you. So first thing I've pulled out here is some labels. I really like these. These are just absolutely great for collage. Oh, we've got some dot stickers by the looks of things as well. Oh, these are all different. We've got Alice in Wonderland. We've got a few of that design. Some of the polka dot design. I like these. These are lovely. I like the shape of that one there. So we've got lots of different designs and shapes here. These are just gorgeous. The colour's absolutely gorgeous as well. So we've got a whole pack of those. We have a little booklet. Let's have a look and see what's in here. So yes, we've got these, which are just really pretty. These are all the same design. We have a packet here. What's in here? Cling stamp. Let me see if I can do this without peeling the label. I just think the packaging in these is always so gorgeous that I never want to spoil it. Oh gosh, we've got 3 stamps. Look at that, a gorgeous, gorgeous owl. I think that's beautiful. And although this is the December box, this would fit any winter theme, I think. We've got a couple of snowflakes there as well, so I like that. We have another cling stamp. Let's see if I can get this one open again without ruining this envelope. These envelopes are just absolutely wonderful for using afterwards in your journals as well. The packaging is just always so delightful. So let's have a look and see what's in here. Oh, right, okay. We've got a winter mountain and woodland theme there and a couple more snowflakes. Right, okay, I like that. We have this gorgeous bookmark. Let's see if I can get this out of the packaging. All of the bookmarks, charms and that kind of thing are always just really nice quality. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? I like that a lot. And if you didn't want to use it as a bookmark, then you could always take that off and use it as a charm on the side of a journal. So I like that. What's in this box here? This is a stamp as well, I think. Right, okay, looks as if we get into this one along the top. So let's have a look. What have we got here? Oh, we just have a little carousel. That's cute. I like that. We have another cling stamp. Oh, right. Okay. So more of these little snowflakes and another owl. That's absolutely gorgeous. I like that. Very, very versatile, that stamp there. We have washi tape. Aren't these labels gorgeous? I shall be saving those. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Let's see if I can open this up so that I can show you. So this is a bird theme. Here we go. Let me just hold that up so that you can see. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. We have another stamp. So lots of stamps in this month's set. And this one is a reindeer. I like that. Gorgeous. I like these wooden stamps as well. We have a pack of stickers. Let's have a look and see what's in here. So I think these are the designs. So we've got a fox, a deer, some trees, a polar bear and some flowers. These are really pretty. Just look at these. Aren't these gorgeous? Look at that bear. Oh, I like these. Lots of ferns and things. Lots of, you know, different ones in this kit. Absolutely gorgeous. Trees, snowflakes. So you get the gist of what's in this one. Lovely, very, very nice. And what else do we have? There seems to be an awful lot in this month's kit. Let's have a look and see what is inside here. Right, okay, we've got some ephemera papers. Aren't these gorgeous? I like these. Yeah, I shall enjoy using these for collage. I think they're beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So several different designs there, lovely. We have a vintage notepad. Let's have a look at this. Oh, lots of different designs as well, and it matches the stamps. Ah, right, okay, aren't these just gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. So again, you know, those will be just absolutely lovely to use in the journal. Let's just pop that there. And then finally, oh no, we've got two more things. We've got a pack of stickers. This is Your Creative Studio's own design. So owls, absolutely beautiful. I love those. Let me just hold them a bit closer up so that you can get a better look. I like those a lot. And then, yep, finally, we've got some these sticker paper. I think this is sticker paper. So we've got a snowflake background. This one here, Let It Snow. But again, you know, this doesn't have to be Christmas related. These would suit any winter themed journal page. And here's a better view of the selection of goodies that were included in this month's kit. I made this journal last week with the November Your Creative Studio box, and I do want to do a couple of pages inside this. I've decided I want to work on these two pages here, so I'm just going to pull those out. I've done my binding like this just so that I can pull the pages out to work on them individually. Now I've decided that I'd quite like to add some of this paper here to my background, and I'm just going to trim it on my paper trimmer. Trim that now that it's the right size, but I've lost some of that edging, and I just want to see if I can add that back in. Let's use frayed burlap. We might need to use something a bit darker. Actually, you know, that's not too bad. I might try some of my espresso truffle. Let's have a look. Where's the dabber for the espresso truffle? Here we go. Let's see if we can try and get it to match. Oh, one of Louis' hairs. There we go. That's a bit better. In fact, if I add a bit around the edge here as well, then you'll never know the difference. That's good enough for me. And of course, this is sticker paper. Let's just move that out of the way. This is sticker paper. I'm just going to pop some parchment paper down though, so that I don't end up with it sticking to the paper that I've got underneath. Now I know I am going to have a hard time, as always, peeling this up. I always do. Good old pokey tool did the job in the end, so it needs to go this way up. I think I'll start off at the side and just see if I can line it up properly. If it's not perfect, that's okay. So about there, like that. Let's just peel this off. I'm a bit short actually, so I'm just going to trim my page down because that will bug me. Can you see? I've decided I want to try some of these snowflake stamps. I've got a couple of different sizes here. I'm just going to glue them onto my stamp pad like this, and I'm going to use speckled egg, which is my new colour that I had for Christmas. So let's see. In fact, are those, I'm not sure those are the right length actually. I might need to do them one at a time because I think they're different heights. That's okay though. And I'm going to overlap that paper as well. I have another one. In fact, I'll choose a different size now perhaps. Let's try this one here. It's very subtle, but I quite like that. And let's last of all try the really tiny one. That tiny one's cute. Go. That's quite subtle, but it's added some colour to tie the top and the bottom together. I have given this a quick blast with my heat tool because Distress Oxide takes longer to dry. Now I want to use some of this washi tape. I'm just going to tear a piece off here, but I am going to use glue stick because I don't know how sticky this is and I don't want it peeling up. So we'll just use a bit of extra glue just to stick that down. And I must make sure as well that I get this the right way up. Let me just put the lid back on my glue stick. I think it's that way round. Yes, it is. So I'm just going to stick that down across the bottom there, like that. I think that's really pretty, and then I can just trim that excess away. Just grab my scissors, trim the excess there and the excess here. There we go. That looks pretty, doesn't it? Let's give this stamp a try. Now, these stamps have a plastic film that you need to remove, and then you'll be able to stick the stamp down to a stamp pad. I'm going to use some of my Memento ink in Espresso Truffle. I ought to stamp this off on a plain piece of paper first. Let me just give it a try. Bear with me. Let's grab a scratch piece of paper. Here we go. Let's move that out of the way. See how well this stamps. Oh, nice crisp image. I like that a lot. So bring this back. Where's the stamp pad gone? That's just the lid. So plenty of ink. And then I'm just going to stamp this across the top here. There we go. Let's just hold that down for a second or two. And then I think I want some more of the mountains on the other side as well. Do I want some of the trees? I could always mask that off. I think I'll have some more of the trees. Let me just grab some masking tape. Okay, brain finally in gear. What I'm going to do is just add some ink just to this part here. In fact, it's probably easier if I take the stamp to the ink so that I can see where I'm applying it, and then I'm going to apply some masking tape here like this, and then I can stamp. So bring back my image, just make sure that I've got that down, and I just want the trees there like that. That should work, hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed. Ta-da! I love that. That looks gorgeous. What a beautiful stamp. For my focal image, I want to use this image here. This was from the notepad, and the hardest thing was trying to decide which image to use because they are all so beautiful. There's 3 different designs. I just want to ink around the edges. I pulled out a couple of the stickers from the set as well because I thought it might be quite nice to have a few of these just to add a bit more colour. Of course, I'm going to... oh, here we go. I've got it. I always struggle to get into these. I've got my pokey tool at the ready if I can't get into them. And I'm just going to have one tree down here like this. Because they're washi sticker, the edge just fades into the background. I think that looks lovely. And I thought about putting a couple of snowflakes on there like that as well. So I'll also stick these down. If you grab a pokey tool, what have I done with mine? Here it is, and just slide it under here. I found that they do come off quite easily. Of course, because I'm on camera, I'm not going to be able to do it now. Here we go. There we are. Let's just move that out of the way. Where do I want that? Don't overthink it, Nina. Just put it down. We'll have that one there. Like that. That's wonky. That's going to bug me. Not that it really makes any difference, but there we go. And we'll have another one just off here, something like that. Now I've stuck the image down and popped the paper bag, which was the other side of the page, in my journal. So I want to do something with this to tie in with this page here. I've got one of the labels that I want to stamp on, and you can see that I've chopped the bottom off, and that's because I want to stamp an owl, but this is just far too long for that small page. So and I want the border on the bottom because I just think that's absolutely lovely. I'm going to stamp this owl here. So I think that's about the right size. What I'll do is just glue this back on, just using my glue stick. Here we go. Let's move that out of the way. And where did I say I wanted it to go? Make sure I get it the right way up as well. I think it's going to be about the right size there. As you can see, I've just trimmed it at the bottom. Now, I think that it looks too clean and cream to fit in with the rest of the page. So I'm taking some of my frayed burlap distress ink. I've used the wrong re-inker on this. This is my really old ink pad. I used some of the oxide re-inker by mistake, but that's okay. Just go around with one of these makeup brushes like this, just to grunge it up a bit. Just on the outside. See, that looks better already. I don't want much, just a subtle touch of ink. There we go, that's better. I'm happy with that. If you have a look at the difference, there we go. Then I'm ready to stamp my owl. What have I done with the other ink? Let's just move that out of the way. So plenty of ink on there. And let me stand up to do this. And I'm just going to stamp him there. In fact, I'll have him down at the bottom, I think, like that. And then I might even add a couple of snowflakes. I think that's the most beautiful stamp. I think that's gorgeous. Right, okay, now I'm going to use some of the speckled egg, I think, to add some snowflakes. Let's just bring back the... Oh, wrong way up, stupid me. There we go. Stamp a couple of these. And maybe we can have a couple of different sizes as well. Here's one of the tiny weeny ones. Of course, I couldn't stop adding snowflakes. I've also pulled out some other elements that I thought I might be able to use to make a little collage. I've had a quick play around with this. I've pulled out one of the little labels out of the book as well. I've trimmed that down ever so slightly, and I think I want it to go about there, like that. I think that looks really, really cute. So as soon as I've glued that down, I'll be straight back. So here's my first finished spread in this new junk journal. Absolutely love how that's come together. I did end up adding another one of the snowflake stickers in the top left hand corner because I just felt that this page was a bit bottom heavy. So I think that looks a lot more balanced. I think the two pages work beautifully together. Now, for anybody that wants to know how I made my journal, it's made out of junk and scraps. I used a box from a pair of slippers that I had for Christmas to make the cover, and Amazon packaging, and then the pages are just, you know, scraps that I've had in my stash. And then I used the November Your Creative Studio box to decorate the front and the back, and I absolutely love how that's turned out. So I'll leave the link to that video in the description box below for anybody who hasn't seen it and who's interested. I'll also leave the link to Your Creative Studio as well for anybody who's interested in subscribing to these boxes. They are all absolutely beautiful. Now, the December box I know is sold out. They sell out really quickly, which is testament to how popular the boxes are. But in all of the kits I've received, which is, I don't know, 10 or 11, maybe more, they have all been absolutely beautiful. They all have a vintage theme, and, you know, this is a good indication as to the types of things that you get in the boxes. But if you've enjoyed my video today and it's given you some ideas as to how to create a vintage journal, as always, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up because it really does let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you know, I'd love for you to hit that bell notification and tag along for future videos. And of course, let me know what you think in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.